Okay, here we go. We have the Indomitus box set, just released today, just picked up my pre-release copy. Gonna do a little unboxing video, see what's inside. I haven't really dug into too much about what this looks like. I haven't looked at the sprues, I haven't seen all of the individual extras, but it's a pretty hefty box set. It's pretty similar to the Dark Imperium set, and I forget what the 7th edition box set was like, but it's about the same size. It's heavy. I had to lug this up 4 flights of steps to get up to my apartment, and not light. So let's take a look. Here we go, here we go. Whew, that's a seal. Okay, it's right here. All right, so first thing we have is an art print. Oh, this is one of the art prints that they debuted with, a little scratched up, with the new set on Warhammer Community. This is nice. This is similar to the Prophecy of the Wolf box, had something similar with a nice piece of art. Okay, so let's get into it. A lot of sprues here. So first one we have here, looks like this is the Primaris Lieutenant with the Storm Shield, and the Necron Overlord here on the same sprue, which is very interesting. They don't normally do this. This means this mold was 2 different factions, which is going to be interesting if these are going to be separate molds eventually. Obviously, looks like everything is push fit. Again, very similar to other box sets for starter kits they've done. 3 different heads for the lieutenant, with a visor up, the helmet on, and the helmet off, which is really cool. That would, little Necron for the base. Yeah, this is cool. This is a really cool. Oh, I see the shield has the skeleton holding the hourglass that's going to fit onto the shield. That's awesome. Yeah, this is beautifully done. Really nice sculpt. It's nice to see some of the Xenos races get some love too. These new Necron sculpts are pretty fantastic looking. Okay, cool. So what do we have here? This looks like Primaris Intercessor Assault Squad, all with the Primaris chainswords, all really dynamic action poses running. Yeah, these are going to be great. They've done a lot of good work with the Primaris sculpts. Compared to back when I started playing Warhammer in the early 90s, and all the sculpts were just sort of, down, hunched over, little squat marines. These are really, really amazing sculpts. Okay, so here we have, oh, this is the lieutenant. That was the captain. This is the lieutenant. And I don't know what he is. I'll have to check to see what this guy is, because I don't know, honestly. He might be an overlord. I don't know. I'm very new to Necrons. This is my first Necron army. This is an army I've liked for a long time from a distance, but I've never had the kick to actually do it. Hello, Hannah. Hannah's interested. We're not paying attention to her. We're paying attention to a bunch of plastic. So here we have the Primaris bikes. These are really exciting. Look like pretty involved sculpts. It's nice to see new bikes. I feel like the bike sculpt hasn't changed in 20 years. So this is a welcome addition, It's not always about new models. Sometimes it's about just revamping the old models and giving them a new spin. Really like it. Really angular, really heavily built, gives it that good Imperial feel. I do like the chainsword arms here. Yeah, these will be nice. I don't actually have any bikes in my Ultramarine army, despite the size of it. We have another assault squad here, Primaris Assault Marines. Again, just this, another 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, this is more than that. That's cool. It's a lot of those guys. Oh, these must be the Scorpeks. Is this a Scorpek Lord? No, these are the Scorpec Destroyers. Really excited for these guys. I think the sculpt just looks incredible. Really amazing. I can't wait to do these gigantic blades in that, really typical Necron green color. It's going to be awesome. Give some real good glowing effects. I plan to do all of my Necrons as the Nihilic dynasty. So they'll have that nice green-blue up on the detail parts with this really glowing green blade. I think they're going to look spectacular. I'm very excited to paint them. We have some Necron Warriors. This is interesting. I don't know too much about Necrons. Like I said, I'm just starting them. But now they have different loadouts between the Gauss Blaster and I think it's called a Gauss Destroyer or something like that. It's a different weapon. Shorter range, but heavier hitting. It's only rapid fire 1 at 14 inches as opposed to rapid fire 1 at 24 inches, but does more damage, has better armor penetration. Also got some scarabs here. These are going to be really exciting. I think they look kind of cool. They sort of are up flying and they'll clip into the base, which I think will make them look really, really interesting. Yeah, this is going to be a fun kit to paint. Ooh, okay, here we go. Getting into this Scorpek Lord here. I can tell by the massive plates. Oh no, this is the giant floaty thing. I don't know what this is called, but I love it. It's massive. I can't wait to see how tall it is built compared to, say, like an Imperial Knight, because it looks absolutely huge. And then over here I think we have the Scorpek Lord. Yeah, here's his claw, here's his hyperphase blade. Looks like we have a couple other models in here that I can't quite pick out. Could be the Plasmancer, I think, here. They're really squeezing as much into these sprues as they can. A lot of guys all on one. More Necron Warriors here. Pretty cool. Love it. Fantastic. Oh, and the final Primaris one. So we have the Blade Guard veterans, shields here. We have the new Melta guys. That's cool. I love this right here. The new Ancient with this just amazing, standard with the skeleton on it. Just really, really cool sculpts. They're really just going all out on some of these. But that is how they fund all of the other armies, right? Space Marines sell. I got the Chaplain up here. That's cool. I haven't seen the Jussakar yet. He must be on here somewhere. Oh, yep, here's his blade right here. So that's cool. The Executioner's blade. One of these bodies is his. Probably this is his backpack with all the purity seals on it. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. All right, back in here we have another art print. Very cool. Very cool. Just the same art print, but I like it. Nevertheless, I like to put those up behind my models when I paint them to give a bit of a backdrop. I know some people use white or black or gray, but I feel like having something a little more dynamic puts it into the spirit of things. All right, so here we have some booklets. These should be the guides for building everything. And I'm so happy that GW has changed over how they do the assembly guides. They're just, God, anyone who's built old models knows that they're just useless, like the old building guides. But these showing with the new piece and exactly where it goes and where you're supposed to glue and if you're supposed to glue is all just really, really great. What is this guy called? The Canoptic Reanimator. That's the big floaty skeleton-y dude. He is just awesome looking. Yeah. All right. The Edge of Silence. This must be, I believe this is all the rules for the new models. Worth mentioning, just about every model in the box is new and has new rules. not just for 9th, but in general. So, you know, Scorpec Destroyers and Scorpek Lords and such aren't in the Codex. So these are entirely new. This has also all of the campaign elements, talking about the Pariah Nexus and the Silent Kingdom, and basically why the Necrons and the Space Marines are fighting. Talks a little bit about the different armies, what's involved. You get the Judicar and the Primaries Chaplain and all of the data sheets, which is good. No point values from what I've heard, but you do get power level, which is obviously much better for new players who are starting. Easier to just say this is worth 2 power, or this is worth 5 power, or this is worth 5 power, and play a power level game than fiddle about with individual points for models and weapons and war gear and everything. So definitely much better for the new players who are just getting started. And the new rule book, oh boy. Oh, this is a heavy duty book. This is how many pages? Gotta be easily 500 pages. No, actually just under 400, but it's really heavy duty paper. Obviously a lot of new stuff in here. New war zones, new missions. There's background for all of the different factions, a lot of art, a lot of lore, a lot of really beautiful painted armies for inspiration for what you want to do. And then all the new rules. This is new edition, which means new rules, both basic rules and advanced rules. It's not a huge switch over from 8th edition to 9th edition, but they did flesh out a lot of things that were lacking in 8th, such as terrain. Obviously, like, terrain took kind of a hit between 7th and 8th, became less dynamic, less cinematic, and now individual things have different traits for terrain, depending on what they are. Rules for open play, missions, Crusade, the new way to play campaigns, where your forces will gain experience and battle honors and grow over time, so you can play not just, you know, a quick pickup game, you know, of 2 or 3 hours with some friends, but you could forge a narrative of your armies for weeks or months, with your forces gaining all sort of special abilities from becoming veterans. Really cool. Can't wait to crack this open. And I love this cover. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I play both Chaos and Ultramarines, so this is great, having Guilliman and Abaddon here. The new Abaddon sculpt is what got me back into Chaos, being an old Chaos player from 2nd and 3rd edition myself. I really wanted them to punt with that model, and they didn't, and so I had to end up buying this. What is this? This is Indomitus. Oh, this is the new book, special edition, hardback edition, ebook, audiobook available. This is the link to get it. The new book by Gav Thorpe, which is coming out. All the transfers. Okay, so these are for the Space Marines. Obviously, looks like they're doing all the major factions. So Ultramarines, obviously, Blood Angels, Space Wolves, Dark Angels. Okay, what else is in here? Let's see. Woo. This little thing. And then all the bases. Oh, there's so many bases. Bases and bases and bases and bases. And that's it. That's the box. And it really is a hefty duty box. It's got a lot of stuff in it. Easily worth the $200 price, price point here. Doing a little adding up myself. You know, obviously these are push fit single models, but if you're comfortable with the equipment that they're coming with, I mean, this is easily $350 to $400 worth of models per army. So, I mean, you're talking anywhere between $700 and $800 worth of models. plus the core rulebook, which is $65, plus, you know, any little bits and extras that are in here. So definitely worth it. It's all made to order right now, so if you haven't got a copy, go pick it up. This is the hottest selling box kit that they've ever done. So thanks for joining me on the unboxing, and we'll see you soon.